Is it live?
We're live.
Are we live? Are you
Yeah, we're
sure?
live.
I don't see the
Yeah.
live button. You're lying to me.
Now we're live. We're
Are you
live,
sure?
buddy.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start. We're really
I'm
live. Here I go.
pretty positive. I counted it down. I counted it down.
And hello, Oakland. Oakland. This sucks. I'm gonna be real, Nick. Let's just start off the bat. I know we usually have our normal intro, but nothing's normal about the show. What am I talking about? Nothing's normal about the show. So,
No.
hello, Oakland specifically. This sucks. This does suck. I'm gonna get into why this was inevitable. Unfortunately, really bad timing. What happened the other night? If you didn't know, the Nevada Senate voted to approve $380 million in public money for a Las Vegas ballpark for the Oakland Athletics, or Athletics, sorry, just the Athletics. Um, and the same day, Oakland, planned their reverse boycott intended to fill the Coliseum and prove to the owners, or the owner, John Fisher, and MLB. Timing sucks, man. I mean, it just it's really blows, man. That their normal average amount of fans 8,500 this year, just over 8,500. They drew almost 28,000. Um, Sucks, Nick. But kind of too little, too late. Okay, like it does suck. I want to start this off with saying I feel bad for Oakland. A lot of history there. I do think there are a lot of diehard fans there. But at the same time, you want to go back to 2018 and 2019 when they made the playoffs, still at the bottom of the barrel as far as attendance goes. So part of me is like, I don't know. I mean, if you really wanted to show up, you would show up. And maybe that's insensitive to Oakland. Maybe that's insensitive to Major League Baseball. It might be. Nick, you might feel that way. You might want to tell me why. But I don't know. I'm on both sides, to be honest. Like I feel for them. I feel for the diehard fans there. I feel for the history. I know it's a really crappy stadium, but at the same time, it's a lot of history there with Moneyball and all that's happened, all the World Series titles, all the incredible personalities and legends that have come out of there. Sucks, but at the same time, I don't know. But they're going to Vegas inevitably. So this was inevitable, Nick. So here we are. A lot of thoughts there, but get your thoughts out, Nick, because I know you have a lot of thoughts and feelings on this as well.
Yeah, I do feel for the fan base, for sure. I mean, this is a team that's been in Oakland for a while. This is a franchise. It's kind of moved around a decent amount, to be honest, throughout their history. They've been in Philadelphia, St. Louis. They've been in Oakland or Kansas City, excuse me, not St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But I this is a team that I got to feel for their fan base. I mean, they made the playoffs in 2019, 2020. It was not too long ago they were in the playoffs. So for this fan base, you got to feel for them, right? I mean, the ownership kind of gave up on them after those playoff appearances. That's when John Fisher said, all right, I'm done. We're finished. It's over. Let's get rid of all of our best players. Let's trade Chapman. Let's trade everyone. Let's get prospects back. Let's decrease our payroll and kind of sink the ship while we can and jet for Vegas. And that's what's happened here. And while I like to see the A's fans, go out there and show their pride and show, hey, we're still here. We still care about this team. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know how much of a dent it's going to make because they already passed the Nevada State Senate already passed the vote that this is going to happen. They're going to move forward to it. It's going to go to the governor's desk at some point, be signed, and that's when it really becomes official. It's going to go into law in the state of Nevada that the A's are going to move there. I'm all in support of the fan base in Oakland. I mean, they just lost the Raiders. They lost the Golden State Warriors to San Francisco. And
Mm-hmm.
now they're going to lose the Oakland Athletics. So it's a trying time if you're an Oakland fan. Like all your teams have left pretty much. So you can't help but feel for the fan base. Like imagine losing all
Sure.
of your teams in the span of just a couple of years like that, and you can't just go, hey, you want to go to the game tonight? Can't do that anymore. So definitely feel for the Oakland fans. A lot of history there. And now it's over. It's going to be over in the next couple of years. Not too much longer for the A's. So Got to feel for the fan base. I'm definitely in support of them because it's just the way ownership went about it, right? Like the way Fisher just really just tanked the team, didn't put any effort into trying to rebuild the Coliseum or add anything to the Coliseum. I know they were trying to get a stadium there. I get it. It didn't work out, but at some point they're going to have to make the decision to move, and it seems like the popular thing to do is to move to Vegas. So, feel for
I
the
mean,
fans.
hey, the Golden Knights just won a cup. I mean, they're thriving.
They
Vegas
did.
is thriving. Vegas is thriving.
Yeah, but they were an
Nick,
expansion team, right? They're an expansion team. They're an expansion
yeah,
team. That's the problem. They had it's
yeah,
easier to win when you get a lot of really good players from an
correct.
expansion draft. And you
Right.
know what I mean? So and the A's are just moving their entire organization there. So
Quad.
this is what's gonna be for a little while. So it
Yeah,
stinks.
we get a little Brent Rooker in Vegas. Vegas Rooker. I can already see it. You can't see it.
I
I can
love
see
it.
it.
I can
Vegas
see it. I
Rooker.
can see it. I definitely can
So
see it.
I mean, I just like my whole vantage point, Nick. I just want to gauge your thoughts on this. Like, I just don't know. And maybe I would love for athletics fans to tell me because obviously things are different when like us as Phillies fans, right? We're watching every day. We pay attention very closely. We know everything that's going on. Um, so I want athletics fans to tell me because maybe I'm insensitive. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's probably true. It's probably true. But on the outside looking in, just as a baseball fan that has watched this team, over the years, especially over the last like 5 or 6 years. Explain to me why is it surprising that in 2018 you made the playoffs, bottom of the barrel in attendance. 2019 made the playoffs, bottom of the barrel in attendance. 2020 made the playoffs, bottom of the barrel in attendance. So am I supposed to believe this whole? I get it. There are still diehard fans there, but like, is it totally crazy to think like, oh, this is the right thing to do, and I shouldn't feel so bad about it? Am I insensitive there, Nick? Can you tell me? Is there something?
I see. I mean, I see where you're coming from. Their attendance hasn't been great, right? It hasn't been. It hasn't been
And
for a
I
little
get it. The
while. I mean,
stadium sucks. I get it. And
it
maybe,
does.
maybe,
Well,
and maybe,
that's
and
the
maybe
point,
the
though.
right. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
that's the point I'm trying to make. Like there was no effort. There was no effort in ownership, right, to even try and upgrade the Coliseum. Like they always were just trying to move, like not even trying, maybe put together a decent stadium, a decent product for a fan
Right.
experience to go to the
Mm-hmm.
games. Like I don't even think there was any effort in that either over the past however many years, right? Even before they were really, really hammering down. All right, we're trying to get a new stadium over movement, right? Like it
Right.
feels like there was no effort to put in a good fan experience for these fans. So what are they going to? And we know nowadays, like you have to have a good fan experience if you want people to come out to the ballpark.
That's
It's not
true.
just about the players on the field and the play on the game. You need to have a good fan experience around you. So
It's true.
they never
The
put any
Tampa
effort
Bay
in that. We
Rays are a
saw the
great
sport.
example. Tampa Bay.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
we saw the possum in
it's
the
true.
broadcast booth. I mean, that's
Right.
ridiculous. Like
Right.
the
Right.
plumbing
No,
doesn't
it's
work there. Like
great point.
that's bad.
No, okay. So you do make some good points for once. Um, I love you. Yeah, no, like, and I never really
Oh,
thought about that till now. Like Tampa Bay, like I remember back in '08 when they were, making their, American League title run, and they were struggling to, pack the place. I don't know if in the World Series they had struggled to pack the place. They might have, but so you're right. You do have a point. And there have been like previews and outlines of what a new ballpark in Oakland would look like, and it looked beautiful. And like you said, the owner just didn't really have the energy to do that, and maybe it's more on them, and it probably is, and that's probably what Oakland fans would tell me. And you're probably right. You're probably right. I'm just again, this is my general outside looking in. So I think we can both agree this sucks for Oakland fans and crappy time, but hopefully, I mean, all we can hope as baseball fans in general is that in Vegas it'll thrive and it'll be better for the sport. That's all we can do. And maybe Oakland gets an expansion team in the future. Who knows? And they get a new ballpark and stuff like that because it would be great for those fans.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, and to put a wrap on this topic, like,
Mm.
I don't know if Oakland will ever get a team again. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a
Which
lot of
sucks.
problems, like politically there's a lot of issues. Like, outside when you're trying to get a ballpark, I think that's part of the problem too. Like the politicians there, the finances of it to try and get public money for a stadium. Like, I don't see like I understand what you meant. Like, maybe they'll get a team in the future. In the distant future, it'd be in the very distant future.
Yeah.
I
When
think
we're dead.
Oakland, that's when they would get a team again. But yeah, probably. I don't see Oakland in our lifetime really ever getting a team again. Sadly, and I hate to say that. It's kind of the similar thing to the NBA and the Supersonics leaving, right? Like, people didn't really want
Right.
them to leave. And Oakland, they don't want the A's to leave, right? And all you hear is screaming back like, "Hey, Seattle needs a basketball team now." Like, is it going to be kind of the same in Oakland? Hey, Oakland needs a baseball team. I don't know, because so many teams have left there in the past couple years.
Yep.
So I don't know if it's going to be a similar dynamic. But feel for the fans. It's awful how everything went down there. They weren't able to get a stadium done in their city, and now they're going to move state over into Vegas, right next to their neighbors in the Raiders. So and then they'll have the Knights too. So Vegas should be
Yep.
happy. Oakland fans, not so much.
Yep. All right, Nick, get your fork, your knife out, get your plate, get ready for the meat and the potatoes. I ain't gonna lie, you know me, I came back a couple of hours ago from brunch. I had an omelet. I had some potatoes. I had some whole wheat multigrain toast. Trying to eat a little healthier. And I'm not finished it yet. So
Look at you.
I'm gonna eat my meat potatoes right now, but I'm gonna have that omelet afterwards. So I'm gonna be thriving. I'm gonna be thriving. But here we are, the meat and the potatoes. Nick, let me start. Let me go here. And I'll let you get yours. I'll let you get in on it. But we have to talk about home run celebrations in baseball. And I'm not talking about bat flips. I'm not talking about pimping home runs. I love all that. I love it. I loved even I low-key love when Tatis did it on a 3-0 pitch 3 years ago against Texas, and that was the talk. Tatis is pimping home runs on a 3-0 count in a 15-3 game. I enjoy it. I love it. I loved a couple years ago, just to put a bow on this pimping home runs thing. I loved when what's his name from the freaking Reds hit bombs off Pittsburgh, the little white dude that you didn't think would hit bombs, lefty. I forget his name. Help me out, Nick. God damn it. What the heck is his name? Shoot. I'm going to find it.
Think,
no,
I can't think of the name.
No, I'm going to find it right now. I'm on Baseball Reference 2019. I'm going to find it. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're here. I know you are. Where are you? Derek Dietrich. Yes. Derek Dietrich would pimp homers.
There you go.
Yes, he would pimp homers every bomb he hit. He hit like 500 feet. He was like 5'4", but he was jacked. Hitting. I loved it. So this isn't about that. I just want to preview that. This isn't about that. I'm all about Derek Dietrich. I miss you, Derek Dietrich. Juice. Let him get the steroids. Let him get back in baseball. Okay? I'm cool with it. This isn't about Derek Dietrich. This isn't about pimping homers. This is about these dumb, stupid home run celebrations in the dugout. I hate them. They've been terrible ever since Bamboo Brad was here with the Phillies, and they will wear that stupid-ass freaking bamboo hat in the dugout every time someone hit a bomb. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's not fun. It's bad for the sport. It looks corny. It's stupid, okay? Let's run through all of them because you sent me, thank you for sending me the rankings for all of them in Major League Baseball right now. And thank God less than half of the teams do it. Thank God, because it would be bad if all 30 teams had home run celebrations. The other, 16 to 17 teams, they're smart. They don't have to do this bull crap, okay? So let's start it. Cincinnati Mariners. The Trident. Oh, my gosh. I'm not going to go too long on this because I know I can go all day. The Trident. So stupid. I love Julio Rodriguez. I love that young team. Hate to see them wear that. They look like the guy from SpongeBob, the undersea world guy, whatever his name was. So stupid. Awful. The samurai warrior. It's similar. It sucks for the Angels. I hate to see one of the best players ever in sports history in Shohei Ohtani wear that after he hits a 450-foot opposite bomb. I hate that. It's a bad look for the sport. I don't want to see that. The mobster jacket from the White Sox. What are we? What are we doing? You're not Robert De Niro. You're not Scarface. What are you doing? Get off with that. It's stupid. Oh, my God. The powder power from the Nationals. Oh, my gosh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Because you're DC, we think we can be the presidents. And embarrassing. Embarrassing. Really bad. I'm going to post all this on social media. You can follow me on Twitter at Rojas_media_. I'm going to post all these and talk about how bad they are on there too. They're so bad. Lifting the weights, Red Sox. Oh my God. The lifting the little barbells. What are we doing? It's so bad. What are we at Planet Fitness in the dugout? What are we doing? I'm losing my voice as we do this, Nick. I'll let you go because I want to come back to the other 6. I'll leave you on a high note though before you go.
Okay.
I do like the Gone Fishing twins. I think it's dope.
Oh,
I like the 10,000 rakes. I know you do because I love it too. I like the 10,000 rakes on the back of the jaw and back of the fishing gear or whatever. I think that's dope. It's funny. It's dope. It's different. It's different. It's not corny. It's dope. So I'll leave you there and then we'll get into some of the other bad ones. But I'll let you have the floor here. Go ahead. Before I get angry.
Okay. So, with me, I absolutely love the Gone Fishing. Gone Fishing's fun. Like it's cool. It's a good time. Like it's just great. That's one of the best. That's one of my favorite ones. So to start with that, love that one in particular. So some of the other ones that I guess I'm a fan of, you hate the Trident. I don't know why. I want to go back to that. Why do you hate the Trident so much? Like, what's wrong with that? It's funny. It's goofy. It's a good time. I like them all. To be honest, I like them all. I like all the
in this
celebrations.
case.
You just hate fun. You hate bringing.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that. I know it. That's not true.
This is the same type of thing. It's the same thing. We've gone back and forth on you pimping home runs, throwing the baseball up, celebrations. You can't stand any of it. Yeah, it's great. What's wrong with that? It's funny.
What are you doing? You're not. What's the guy from SpongeBob? What's his name? What the hell is his name? He looks like him.
I'm trying to think. They go Atlantis, right?
Keep going. I'll look him up. I'll look him up. Huh?
Or is the green guy? You're talking about the green guy?
Yes, I'm gonna find him. Keep going. I'm gonna find him.
Oh yeah, it's the green guy.
Keep going with your
talking about. All right. Anyway. I'm gonna go with a couple more here that I think I'm a fan of. Now, the lifting the weights one, I can kind of agree with you on that one. That one makes a little more sense. The hockey helmet in Detroit, I like that one. That makes sense to me. I enjoy the hockey helmet. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's easy. It's fun. It's different. I like the hockey helmet. Good one. The cheesehead in Milwaukee. How do you that is the most that just signifies Milwaukee, right? Signifies Wisconsin, cheese, Green Bay. That's cool. That's fun. I enjoy that one. That one makes sense, right? The Viking helmet with the Reds. That one I don't really understand, to be honest. That I don't get. But hey, let them do it. Let them do it. They enjoy it. It's each team's kind of own thing, right? To celebrate with their home run celebrations. They come into the dugout. It's great. It's great. Another one, the everybody smile with the Padres. Fantastic. It's like you're getting a photo. Everyone cheesing because you just hit a home run. It's funny. It's cool. You look right into the camera. It's like the football players. Oh, my God. It's like the football players after every interception or fumble that they get, the entire defense goes up to the camera. Why can't baseball players do it? I'm cool with that one, too. So going through the rest, the A's, they have the catcher's mask. Great. The gladiator mask. The Royals. This is ranked dead last. I love the gladiator mask. I think that's one of the best ones. That should be in the top 5. Get the gladiator mask and put that one in the top 5 because that's one of the best ones. With the Royals, yeah, I'm in. I'm in on all of them, to be honest. While some are better than others, I'm in on the celebrations after the home runs. And you should be too. You're just a complete hater who hates fun, is a dumb warrior who thinks, we can't have fun in baseball. No, we can't. No celebrating batting home runs, right? Like I don't know. You just need to lighten up a little bit. That's what you need to do. You need to lighten up a little bit, have some fun, enjoy the humor of it all, because it's entertainment, Francisco. Sports are entertainment. It should be a little more entertaining. It's great. I'm just saying, have fun with it. Don't be a hater. Don't be a Scrooge. Don't be a Scrooge like you're being, and enjoy the fun.
And I'm going to leave. I'm going to go where I left off, okay? Enough of that, whatever that was. Oh, my God. The pirate sword for the Pirates. What? By the way, it was King Neptune for SpongeBob. King Neptune.
King Neptune. That's it. Yeah, King Neptune.
Yes. So the pirate sword. Oh, my gosh. What are we, Pirates of the Caribbean? What are we, Captain Hook? We Peter Pan? What are we doing? Corny. I love G-Man Choi. I don't want to see him holding a pirate sword after he hits a bomb. It's corny. It's dumb. Get it out of baseball, okay? Oh, my God. The catcher's mask in Oakland, I don't really have a lot to say on that. I just think it's, like, stupid. Like, it's not going to grind my gears too much. I just think it's, like, why? What are we doing that for? The Gladiator Mask Royals, I'm not going to, whatever. It's fine. You look like, you look like somebody from 300. You look like you're a Sparta, like whatever, like you're a warrior, a gladiator. I get it. Like, cool, fine. Like, I'm not going to rip that too much. Whatever. It's still boring. It's still like, I don't care to see you wear that crap after you hit a bomb. I would rather see Sasquatch. Shout out to Vinny Pasquantino. He's out for the year. That sucks. But I would rather see Sasquatch out in right field, walking the top of the freaking wall, rather than see this gladiator beat bullcrap. Get it off my TV. Get it off of MLB.TV. I pay $125 freaking year for that. I don't want to see that. Get on my TV. Censor it. Okay? Rather see the Sixers losing the second round again. Okay? Next. Oh, my God. Don't even get me started on this, because hockey used to be my favorite sport at one point. What are we doing? You want to draw attention to the hockey team? No, you want to draw attention to the baseball team. What are you doing, Tigers? And Miguel Cabrera sits there, hits a bomb off Spencer Strider yesterday. Well, I don't want to see him wearing a stupid hockey helmet trying to shoot a non-existent goal. Okay? I don't want to see that. Let Steve Yzerman do that. Let Nick Lidstrom do that. Let them do that. I don't want to see Miggy Cabrera do that, the Hall of Famer. I don't want to see him egging on Nick Maton and Matt Vierling, two former fraud Phillies players. I don't want to see that. I don't want that, okay? Two more. I promise, two more. I'm losing it. Oh, my God. Cheesehead, the Brewers. Again, you're trying to draw attention to other sports. Why are you trying to draw it to the Packers and football? It's stupid. Why? I feel like I just went to a concert the last 20 minutes. Am I losing my voice? Okay. Everybody smile. Potter, what is this? Let's all get in the dugout and smile. The cheating Astros used to do that with Alex Bregman about 4 or 5 years ago. You stole it from them. You're not even the first baseball team to do it. It's stupid. Alex Bregman's a fraud. He's a cheater. His personality changed after the freaking cheating scandal. You're a fraud. You're soft. My God, I'm done. Nick, I'm sorry.
You're done? Are you done?
I'm done. It's just like it ever since it's gotten to baseball. Again, I remember it first started for me, at least. Bamboo Brad and the Phillies. It's stupid. Get it off my TV. Get it off my TV. Off.
So
phone, everything.
In response to your diatribe, right there. Just total loser mentality right there. This is a great team. I don't even know what he's doing. What is he doing? I want to find out what he's doing going into his closet. I don't know what's going to come out of there. I have no idea what he's going to get.
Who am I?
What could possibly? Oh man, what did he grab? What is that? Is that styrofoam? What did you grab?
It's a John for like working out and stuff, for like
a John. John. What are you, from Philly? No, I'm just kidding.
It's one of those Johns that like keeps your back straight.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
But who am I? Ooh, I hit a home run.
I can't believe it. What kind? This is great content right here.
No, it's not.
This
It's
is the
I'm just trying to
stuff
prove
you
a
get
point.
on the shit.
What are we? No. G-Man Choi, pirate, the sword, right? Oh, look at me! I hit a home run.
You really hate this, don't
Stupid.
you hate this. You hate fun. Like you hate camaraderie on a team. You hate guys being together, being all in on one another. No, you hate fun. You want them to come back to the dugout, act like nothing happened, not even high five anyone. That's what I get from you. You want them to go sit down on the bench, grab their glove, and be ready to go back out on the field. You don't want any celebrations. You don't want anything going on. You want any fun in the dugout. This is where baseball is right now. And it's about having fun. It's about having a good time. It's entertaining. It's cool. It's fun for the kids. I don't see a problem with it. You have a total problem with all these celebrations. I have zero issue with it. It's not stupid. It's cool. It's fun. It shows the team has camaraderie and they're together. I don't know why you have such a big deal about it. I have no idea why. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm done.
So
That's my
so in response to you, by the way, you're talking about going back to the dugout, doing these different things, right? Like whatever. What's wrong with
walk back and just sit down?
No. That's not it. You watch the Phillies too, and I know you watch almost every game. I know you do.
Yes.
When Harper hits a bomb, or he's not on the team right now because he's hurt, but Hoskins, they would do the elbow to elbow to boom, and the high fives and all that, like the excitement, like the Harper does this, right? Like the after the NLCS home run, like that's exciting enough already. Now you just made it corny. You're like, let's put a stupid helmet on. Let's put a hockey helmet on. Let's act like I'm Wayne Gretzky. Let's act like I'm Frick.
It's June. It's June.
Yeah, it's for Kyle Schwarber to hit bombs and not go back to the dugout. We don't. Thank God the Phillies don't have a celebration.
You're going this way. You're going over there. You're going over this. You're going over that. You're going this way, that way, this way. No, listen. It's cool. It's fun during the summer because it lightens things up a little bit. It's cool for the kids. The kids get excited over that type of stuff, and I think it brings a little bit of joy to the game of baseball in the summer. It's fun. I don't think all these teams are going to do it the entire year. I think it'll taper off maybe at some point. I don't think it'll last. Maybe for some teams it does, but I think not every team it's going to taper off towards the end of the season. I think that's what's going to happen. But don't be a Scrooge. Don't be a Scrooge. You're being a Scrooge. You're being a total Scrooge, old man Scrooge. Get off my lawn. That's what you sound like right now. No problem with the home run celebrations. It's cool. I want every team to do it. I think every team should have one. Have something specific to their own team. It's great. It's great. It's fun. You hate fun, and it's just how it is. It's just how it's going to be for the shift. That's how we roll. I'm a fun guy. You're not a fun guy. It's that simple.
They ain't give me much room, but I'm a fun guy, bro. All right, relax.
Oh God.
Bars. Shout out to Sirius Jones. That was his battle against gyms in like 2017. He said that line. That's fire. They ain't give me much room, but I'm a fun guy.
You are far from a fun guy. You don't even want to throw the baseball up to yourself and throw a guy out. That's fun.
Oh my God. All the corniness that exists in baseball. And I love the game still. You're lucky I still love the game because they get it. I miss like Garcia Parra doing this and all that, like with the batting gloves. I don't care about Wander Franco. Let me throw. Look what I could do. I could throw a baseball 5 feet in the air and then finally throw it. Yeah, it's stupid. It's unnecessary. It's like Derek Jeter running back after feeling the ground ball when he doesn't need to do that whole hop step or whatever he does, whatever he did. All stupid. Make me angry.
I know. Nick, that was the point today. I wanted to get you angry. Now you're probably gonna get me angry.
Nick, what are we doing next?
So next, we're gonna talk a little Schwarber, a little Muncy, and why they're producing even though their batting average is low. And you want to come on here and you want to say how irrelevant batting average is because these are your two guys' examples. These are your examples. Because these guys are slugging at a decent percent, their OPS is okay. Then I'm going to let you have the floor. So we're going to talk about Schwarber. We're going to talk about Muncy. We're going to talk about batting average. We're going to talk about some analytics. Francisco, I'm going to give you the floor. I want you to open it up. Talk to me as to why batting average is useless to these
All right, so I don't think it is completely useless to the T that it shouldn't even exist anymore. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, and maybe again, like you and me both work in sports radio, the talk can be a little over exaggerated sometimes. And that's probably rubbed off on me. That definitely has, especially being a Philadelphia sports fan, as long as we have both been. We can both be a little, overreactory. But with that being said, I'm tired, and it really what it comes down to is emotional attachment to something that we kind of need to let go of for the most part. Again, I don't think that it should not exist ever again. I'm fine with seeing, like, I think it's super dope that a Luis, and by the way, this all stems from an article that I read just this morning. It's called Batting Averages for Suckers. It's by Michael Ballman from Fangraphs. Shout out to him. It was a good article. I know even though Nick doesn't like it, I think he still appreciates it to a certain extent. Fangraphs always does a great job with their writers. So with that being said, it's basically what it is talking about Max Muncy, Schwarber, both them being above average production offensively, despite having a batting average below 200. They're not going to the minors. It's not happening. They're staying up because they still have the above average offensive production in other areas. And I actually have the article pulled up right now. You can look at both of Muncy's and Schwarber's numbers in general. Now, again, if we're looking at wins above replacement, actually overall, because Schwarber is such a bad left fielder, his wins above replacement is actually just at 0 on Fangraphs right now. So, but I'm talking about offensive production because, at the same time, you can look at someone like Ryan Howard. Ryan Howard, actually, if you look at his overall production, even in his great years, it was actually weren't as great as you think it was because he was such a bad first baseman. But offensive production, which we obviously value, was still incredible. And that's what actually kept his wins above replacement even above 2 or 3. So same thing with Kyle Schwarber and Max Muncy here. Both guys hitting below 200, but if you look at things like their weighted runs created plus, OPS plus, their even I haven't looked at their WOBA. You look at more like their on base percentage, and isolated power. They're above average offensive productions, and they're both still hitting. I think they're both tied for third in home runs right now in the National League. And look at something like weighted runs created plus, which is runs created, and the plus being equivalent to the environment and the era that they're playing in, which is this season, and they're above average players. So all I'm saying is that and this talk isn't anything new. This has been happening for probably the last decades, especially since Mike Trout. Probably should have won the MVP over Miguel Cabrera in 2012, but that's on if whatever side you're on as far as Miguel Cabrera winning the Triple Crown, or you look at the deeper metrics overall, Mike Trout was a better player that year than Miguel Cabrera, if we really want to talk about it. But that's a whole other tangent that I want to go on. I want to stick strictly to the batting average argument, Nick. I just think it's not that it's not a stat. I don't want to do that. I think wins and losses as pitchers is not a stat. That's dumb. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. That's not a stat. It's dumb. Batting average, however, I understand it can mean something. It means contact that a player makes with baseball, and it can say something about how a hitter can be, like Luis Arias. I get that. But at the end of the day, we have better stats now. We don't need to put this emphasis on batting average like we used to, let's say, as late as 10, 15 years ago. I get it when it comes to, and explain in the article, Nick, I'm just going to close real quick by saying, explain it. I get it. Batting average is, a cultural thing when it comes to baseball. We talk about batting average. We have better stats now. Let's go to the office. Let's go to the water cooler. Let's talk about OPS plus. Let's talk about weighted runs created plus. Let's talk about on base percentage. It's been a stat for a long time, but let's talk about those way more before we're talking about batting average, Nick. That's what I had to say on that. Kyle Schwarber, Max Muncy, above average players. Let's stop bitching so much about their batting averages. Yes, would I like to see them get it up because I have the emotional attachment still too? Yes, but it's not that important anymore.
I disagree. I still think it's very important. I think it's a very important stat. While while batting average should not, and I don't want to say it's the only stat, right? I think there's other great stats out there. I'm happy with analytics. I'm happy that there's these other stats that help us give us the full picture of a player and what he's doing offensively, right? I'm not saying I'm not against that. I'm not against that at all. But to act like batting average is such an irrelevant stat, it's not. It's not. Batting average is vital to telling me what a hitter's doing, right? How much contact he's making. Hey, it's the most simplest stat out there. How many hits is he getting in 10 at bats, right? Every 10 at bats, a guy's hitting what? Two out of, if it's 200, 2 out of 10 times, he's batting 200, right? So for me, it's a stat that is necessary. It's still necessary today. Everyone just wants to hit for power, and everyone just wants to look at a lot of the power numbers, right? And we want to look at all these analytics, like batting average on balls in play, which are all great. I think it helps tell the whole story. But batting average is a stat that tells me and relates to the eye test, right? It relates to the eye test in a sense that I can tell when a guy's not hitting and when a guy is hitting, right? By their batting average. That is what it tells me. That is what batting average tells me. And I think that's so important, and that gets lost in today's game. It's whether it's a single, it's a double, a triple, or a home run. It tells me how much the guy is making contact with the baseball. It tells me how many base hits he's going to get, right? How good is he hitting? Is he having a great year hitting baseball? No, yes or no. It's a simple stat that tells me a whole lot. Is the guy hitting or not? That's basically what it tells me. And I think people want to get so in deep into analytics, certainly with everything today, with OPS plus and balls in batted play, and we could go on a litany of different stats. But batting average tells me the simple stat of is this guy hitting or not. And while yes, Schwarber has started to hit the baseball well, right? He's been slugging well. Fine. I think that, to have a guy batting under 200, it's still not great. I don't want to sit here and make excuses for a guy who's batting under 200, not making contact with the baseball as much as he probably should, right? We know what we're going to get out of Kyle Schwarber. He's basically a home run or bust type of player at the dish, right? That's basically what he is. He'll hit for some singles here and there, not a ton of doubles. But when it comes to batting average, it tells me a whole lot. And it tells me a guy is hitting the baseball well. And it shows a hitter that, hey, this is where I can help place them in the lineup. Now, it doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells me the basic fundamental of, is this guy hitting or not? And Kyle Schwarber, for the first couple months, I can tell you just with my eyes and then looking at his batting average, the guy is not hitting the baseball. And I think that's very important still. And I know I might sound I know I might sound like, hey, it's kind of an old timer way of thinking, but I think it's still very important. It doesn't tell the whole story, but it tells a whole heck of a lot.
Scrooge. Old man Scrooge.
I don't want to disregard. I don't want to just disregard batting average because it tells me if a guy's hitting and where I can place him in the lineup and if a guy makes contact a lot, right? I think that's very important in deciding if a guy is making contact. I don't like the idea of just going up there and home run or bust. That's just not the way I grew up playing the game. It's not the way I grew up watching the game. And I know now the game is totally different. It's totally changed. A lot of analytics go into it, which I think are great. But just to disregard batting average and act like it does not matter, I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but what about okay, so you're saying guy making contact. Guy can make contact, but he can be making soft contact and he's not doing anything. Also, I don't know, man. Like a single
hit. But is it dropping in for a hit? Is it dropping in
Yeah, but that doesn't tell the whole story. A guy can be, we've seen this, man. Bryce Harper, I've seen stretches where many players, Bryce Harper, for a couple of weeks, is destroying the baseball and it's going right at somebody. The expecting batting average will tell you more than a guy's batting average
but it's not
for
a
stretch.
It's not expecting.
But it doesn't, because baseball is a game of luck, though. But baseball is a game of luck.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if he's making great contact, great. He's still not getting a base hit. That's great. Maybe he'll get going.
But that's not his fault sometimes. That's not his fault.
What do you mean it's not his fault? He's not dropping in for base hits. He can make great contact and not get a base hit. That means he's not getting on base. He's not hitting the baseball. He's not getting base hits. I'm not saying it tells the whole story, but I think it tells a whole heck of a lot more than people want to give it credit for nowadays because of all the new analytics. That's just why
I'm just okay, so I'm trying to make you visualize this. I'm trying to visualize this for you. if Nick Castellanos, I'm just using the Phillies because of course we're always going to use Phillies now. If somebody like, and I saw it, and a different, maybe a bad player to use because he's actually had a good year offensively, but like I saw it the other night with Bryson Stott, might have been against the D-backs, I forget who else it was. Stott had a good at bat, and besides the point, really, but he made contact, and it was a bloop out to left center, and it was not hard hit at all. Yes, good at bat, but not hard hit at all. But not hit hard. Yes, but that's more of the discussion of baseball is more of a game of luck sometimes. It's just a game of luck, and that's just the simple fact. Bryson Stott or somebody, a hitter can make contact. It bloops out in the outfield, finds no man's land. It was not hard hit at all. It wasn't great contact. Yes, does make the contact, falls in. But somebody else, just a random hitter, somebody else, like freaking anybody. Aaron Judge could destroy the baseball. I'll give Stanton because he destroys the baseball. Get hit at 150 miles per hour, but it goes right to the shortstop, catches it. But Stanton hit the ball way better than Bryson Stott did on that one at bat. So what? It's more of baseball is more of a game of luck. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not saying the batting average is not a statistic. I just think it's more of baseball is a game of luck. There's a litany. There's a lot of stats. And that's what I love about baseball nowadays, too, is that I love that we have all these different stats now that can help tell the story. I'm not saying batting average isn't a stat. I'm just saying it used to be this. Now it's this because there are a bunch of other different working parts. And there are other stats now that make more sense to tell the story of a hitter. Doesn't mean that there's not flaws in those stats because there are. I talk about WAR a lot. There are flaws in that stat. I talk about OPS a lot. OPS plus. There are flaws in that stat. Doesn't tell the whole story. I get it. I just don't think, Nick, before we wrap up the meat and potatoes here, that it's the same. It's just not. I get it, man. Like, okay, like Bryson Stott. I'm done. I'm ending there.
I'll be quick. Okay? I'll be quick. I'll be quick here. So, listen. I think I don't want to say that like I'm not using, and I don't think the stats that have come about in sabermetrics and analytics aren't important. I just don't want to the argument that batting average doesn't matter. It tells me that a guy's making contact, a guy's getting base hits, whether it's a bloop single or it's a hard hit baseball. It's still a base hit. And while you could say, yeah, baseball is a game of luck, so is every other sport. Like hockey, you can have a puck bounce.
But baseball out of the most, bro. You know, baseball the most is out of everything.
I know. I understand that you need some luck on your side, right? I'm cool with that. But to say that batting average is just so irrelevant, I think it's crazy to me because it's telling me a guy's making contact, a guy is putting the ball on the bat. The bat on the ball, excuse me, and he's. I know I said the complete opposite. And he's making contact with the baseball and he's getting base hits, and that's a guy I want in my lineup. And if a guy's batting below 200, the guy must not be hitting the baseball a ton. And Kyle Schwarber wasn't hitting the baseball a ton. It helps you tell it helps you tell what your eye is showing, right? What you're looking with your eyes, right? Batting average kind of supplements that a little bit and says, yeah, this guy really isn't hitting. It's a basic statistic. I think tells a big story. And, for the most part, it doesn't tell the whole story. That's why you have other stats. On base percentage is a great stat. On all the statistics that they come out with now, all the advanced stats, like isolated power and on base plus slugging. And, I get it. So trust me, I'm not saying that batting average is the only stat. I just don't want to think it's this irrelevant stat that shouldn't be cared about. And I think it's important still. I really do think it's still important.
Nick, we could go back and forth on this all day. You're wrong. We'll probably talk about this more. I like to think I'm correct. Yeah, you like to think a lot of things. So, but let's move on to the close here. I appreciate Max Muncy and Kyle Schwarber for their production in baseball this year as they sit here with WRC pluses and OPS pluses above league average. Keep doing your thing. Keep striking out. True extreme, three true outcome guys. I really appreciate you. And shout out to Justin Morgenstein. We actually talked about this and we agreed with this. Our new fellow coworker at WIP. We agreed on this. And he appreciates Schwarber just like I do. He appreciates Max Muncy just like I do. Keep striking out, bro. I like to see strikeouts too. I like to see good pitching. So keep doing it. All right, Nick. I know you like to do this. Let's close it out. What are we doing?
All right. So same thing as last week. I'm going to give you 5 names this week, like we did with the MVP, and you're gonna try and rank them. So our top 5 rankings, but with a twist, right? We're still coming up with the. We gotta come up with a name with this soon.
We
But
will.
this week, we're gonna do Cy Young's past 10 Cy Young Award winners, right? From the past 10 years, I'm gonna pick 5 of them. I'm gonna
Yes.
name them, and you're gonna have to try and rank them as best as you can without knowing who's coming next. All right.
Yes.
All good? All right.
Yes, let's do
you
it.
ready? Here we go.
Mhm.
All right. The first name who's won a Cy Young in the past 10 years, you have to rank. I'm only 5, would be Corey Kluber.
Ooh, I will put him comfortably at 5.
Okay. He's at 5 for you. All right. Next name, right? Here we go. Justin Verlander.
I will put him at 4.
Okay. So Verlander's at 4. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Here we go. Ready? The next one is Dallas Keuchel.
He won us. When did he? 15? Yeah, he won a 15, right?
Yeah, 15. Yep.
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah. Damn it. I hate you. Oh, boy.
I got
Boy,
you
you
already.
think
I already got you.
I like batting average. I like home run celebrations. All right. I gotta put him at 3. God damn it. No disrespect to Keuchel. He was great that year. It's out of the league.
Oh
too.
man. Okay, ready? Here we go. Next one.
Yes.
Jacob DeGrom.
1.
All right. And final one. Sandy Alcantara.
Obviously, I have to put him at 2.
2.
Okay. So you want me? What do you want me to? You want me to like?
Final order is Jacob DeGrom.
Oh my god.
DeGrom, Alcantara, Keuchel, Verlander, and your 5th one was Kluber.
So which Verlander are we talking?
Brutal one this week for you.
Which Verlander? This past one?
We'll go. I think I took no, not this past one. I think I went 19 on Verlander.
19. Oh yeah, he was nasty that year. So if we want me to reorder this,
We'll say
obviously I
19
screwed up.
Verlander.
Obviously I embarrassed myself doing that. I would go. I kept DeGrom. DeGrom is 1. I mean, DeGrom is definitely 1. You could probably go with either 18 or 19. I believe he won Cy Youngs both years. I would probably go. Excuse me. I would probably go. DeGrom. I want to say I'm gonna keep Keuchel last, and maybe that's disrespectful, just because of the name.
Okay.
I don't know. Obviously, Keuchel had a great year that year, but like, I want to say DeGrom. I mean, Verlander was nasty that year. Verlander was really filthy. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a good list, man. I'd probably go DeGrom, Verlander, Kluber. Oh man, but Alcantara was like, I mean, horse last year. By the way, he's not been good this year.
No, this year he's not. But we're looking at the Cy Young years.
No, I know. 2.20 ERA last year. I mean, 6 complete games, 1 shutout. I mean, had 6 complete games. I think it was like the first time someone had 6 since like 2014, 15, somewhere around there. I mean, 886 batters faced, led baseball last year. I mean, 7.8 B WAR, led Major League Baseball. Boy, 207 strikeouts. Man, I don't like you, bro. I don't like you.
Tough on you, man.
Off top of the head, I would probably go DeGrom, Verlander, Kluber, Alcantara, Keuchel.
All right. I like it.
What about you?
I like it. I'd probably go very similar. DeGrom, Verlander. I'd probably go Alcantara 3, Kluber 4, Keuchel 5.
Okay, so you took mine.
No, you had Alcantara at 4, I thought.
What would you do? About the 3?
I flipped. Yeah, Alcantara's 3,
okay.
Kluber's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun. I like that one. I like that. You embarrassed me again. I gotta embarrass you, bro. I've got to be able to do. All right, I gotta get you. I'm gonna get you next.
You got
week.
next week's then.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna have fun with it. Ooh. I already know. I already have
can't wait.
ideas. They're swirling. They're swirling through my head
I
right now, man.
guarantee there's gonna be. I already know one. You're probably gonna take. What's that your favorite? And I'm gonna have to name 5.
Thank you. I wasn't even thinking about that.
I could see you going. Batting average on balls in play, batting average, win probability added, wins above replacement, and it's gonna be brutal. I can already see that.
I've already thought of it. I've already thought of it, and I'm not going to tell you right now. I've already thought. Thank you for giving me ideas. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Nick Earnshaw. Nick, it has been about half an hour since I just blew my freaking head up by talking about those home run celebrations. MLB, we've talked about changes in the game and stuff like that. Like you talking about moving the mound, robot umps. Add home run celebrations to that list. Get them out of here. I'm tired of it. I'm actually gonna put maybe I'll put a poll out after this. And I'm gonna put what do you think of home run celebrations? Maybe you like it, don't like it. I'll think of something. Make sure that you follow Nick Earnshaw on Twitter. Nick, what is your Twitter?
Nern_9, right down below. You know it. All of our stuff.
Oh, right. I'm an idiot. What about your ID then? Your ID's not. What about your IG? Your IG is not down there.
Nern.9.
Okay.
So instead
of
it's a dot.
Follow the batting average expert at those 2 usernames right there. He'll hit you some bloop singles. I'll hit bombs. My OPS plus will be above league average, as ESPN says every at bat. I'm gonna keep doing that at Rojas_media_. Follow me on there. Try to get me out. I might strike out. I might hit a bomb. I might walk. I'm a 3 true outcome guy on Twitter. I might just make that my MO. I'm a 3 true outcome guy on Twitter.
Oh,
that's a fact. Follow us on Instagram. Oh wait, I'm looking at TikTok. Well, follow us on TikTok too. It's down below there. But Instagram at the shift, as I'm looking at it, as it's down there, the shift_media. But this is for people that are on the podcast because they got to see it there too. Because they can't see it, they can only hear it. Nick, today was a pleasure. I'll see you next. Wait, are you going on vacation next week?
I'm going on vacation next week. Maybe we'll try and we'll get something from my live remote. Where's Nick at?
On his Comrex?
On my Comrex, yeah. On my Apple, my little Mac Pro, my MacBook Pro. It's like 7 years old.
We'll figure it out. Maybe Nick wants to take a break while he's on vacation. I would respect that. But maybe we'll do an episode while he's on vacay. If not, it might just be me. I will put a YouTube video out pretty soon as well. But maybe you'll just get a double dose of me next week. Just me. Who knows? But I'll let Nick Earnshaw make his own decisions because he's a man. He talks about batting average. He talks about home run celebrations. That's what he does. Nick, if we don't see you next week, we're gonna see you soon. Oakland, we love you. Good night. See ya.